Alright, so Super Eagles head coach Eric Chelle has made some changes to the squad that is going to be taking on Russia in a few days. Of course, Nigeria will be facing Russia in an international friendly. Game will be played on Friday, the 6th of June. So this week right here. The squad list for the game came out the same exact time that the one for the Unity Cup did. But between now and then, things happened. So we have a whole different list right now. Not a whole different list, but we do have new players on the list. We have a number of players that have dropped off from the list. And we're going to be talking about that. But first, of course, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. Thank you very much. So yeah. First thing first, you'll notice from the list is that the number of players selected has dropped down. You had 21 players on the first list, while this list right here has 19 players. Now for the players that dropped out the list, you got Cyril Dessers, you got Ola Aina, Wilfred Ndidi, Samuel Chukwueze, Kelechi Iheanacho, Nathan Taylor, and Sadiq Umar. So this post right here from Oganla Media kind of breaks everything down as to why these players are not in camp or not going to be there for the Russia match. First, Cyril Dessers was excused from the Russia game due to family engagement. I was told he's getting married. Congratulations, Cyril Dessers, on getting married. That's pretty cool right there. Ola Aina excused himself from the friendly due to personal issues. Wilfred Ndidi is injured. Get well soon, Big Wilf. Made it all through the match, so definitely don't know when that happened. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, right? Samuel Chukwueze, Kelechi Iheanacho requested to be left out due to family issues. Personal issues, family issues, what's the difference? Either way it goes. Nathan Taylor's UK passport is undergoing a renewal process. Can't do much about that. And Sadiq Umar is injured. Can't do nothing about that. So you go to the list itself and the changes made. Of course, Maduka Okoye, Amaso Basogi, those names still remain the same. Maduka Okoye, people were kind of expecting him to get a game in the Unity Cup. I wasn't, because you saw Stanley Wabali's name from the jump was not in the Russia list. So you knew that was for Maduka Okoye. That's what I was thinking. And and it worked, and this is exactly how it's gonna work out. I wasn't expecting Stanley Wabali to play in the semifinal. Then you have an opportunity to win the tournament, and you're like, nah, Maduka come play. I don't know about all that. Then Amaso Basogi, of course, third place goalkeeper, I guess you could say that. Has not really played for the team yet. Probably won't play against Russia, or will he? Maybe last 10 minutes, something like that. But just keep on working. Just keep on working. As long as you in the team, you do have the opportunity, of course. William Truce Ekong, of course, still the same captain of the side, makes the return to the team. Sadiq Ismaila, he comes into the team for Ola Aina. Of course, did not have the best of games against Jamaica. Had a really good one against Ghana, but the one against Jamaica was very poor. Not very, very poor. I think it was just one thing. He could not stop the cross. It was two crosses that he could not stop. One, he was beat on pace. And the second one, the guy just shifted a little bit, took him out of position, goes past him, and puts in the ball. So I think he can work on that. Those are things that can be fixed. So it's not the end of the world, but yes, those things did happen. But at the same time, though, let's not forget that the rest of the defenders get left behind, like the Rapture. So let's not forget that. Let's not all just put the blame on one man, because that's going to come back and bite us in the back if we don't fix everything that happened in that situation. We got killed on the counterattack. That's what happened in the first goal. We got killed. Nobody was in position. They're running back. They couldn't get there in time. And they just got beat by Usain Bolt's cousins. That's that. I mean, let's just keep it real. That's what happened. Igor Ogbu, I felt like he was fantastic. A lot of people talking about Benjamin Fredericks, of course, who did well in his first appearance for the Super Eagles. But I felt like Igor Ogbu was just as good as he was in that matchup. Bright Osai Samuel, of course, name still remains the same. I'm thinking he's going to be the player again, that right back position. Sadiq Ismail probably going to be the backup in this situation. Bruno Onyemaichi, I think this is his situation right here. He's going to get the start and play all through as long as he stays healthy. Shemi Ajayi did not play the final match. I don't know, maybe it was an injury or something, a knock or something. Back in the team, I probably would expect him to play. I don't know though. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Benjamin Frederick comes back into the team. Kind of was a shock introduction. Not too much shocking. I mean, he does play for Brentford. You're playing in Brentford. He is the Brentford under 21 player of the year. I think that was just smart from the coach to call him into the team, and he when he got his chance, he made it do what it do. This is a guy that from the under 20 level we've known as a special player, so I wasn't surprised any bit, not one bit. I believe in some Benjamin Frederick. Isaac Xavier, a player that's brought into the team. He came off the bench in the game against Ghana. Then did not play in the game against Jamaica. Now makes the team in the midfield. That's a cool one right there. At least that kind of shows you that he showed the coach something. He might have not showed him everything, but he showed him a little bit, enough to get him into the team right here. So that's pretty cool for the Enugu Rangers midfielder. Then you got Frank the Tank. I felt like his performances were pretty good. One or two moments, kind of got beat on that fast break for the first goal, kind of got beat. But outside of that, I felt like in those two matches, he was really, really good. Christantos Uche, we did get that little cameo against Jamaica. I felt like if he could have started that match, it's a different situation. It's a different vibe. The bullying wasn't going to be going on like that if big Christantos Uche played, because they couldn't do anything with him for the little time he was on the pitch. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing him get some more playing time in this one right here. Papa Mustafa, of course, he was real good in that first match. Did not play in the second match. You wonder what that was about. Comes back into the team right here. Fisaya Dele Bashiru, definitely top class midfielder. Definitely looking forward to seeing the Lazio man in camp. Rafael Onyedika, Club Brugge midfielder, defensive midfielder. Another player coming into the team or coming back into the team. Of course, did his thing all season. Champions League, Belgium League, all around he was real good. So definitely looking to see what he brings to the table. You don't have a Wilfred Ndidi in this team, so there's a good chance Rafael Onyedika could get the start for once. And then you move to the forwards, and the first name on the list is a new name to the list. A player getting his first ever call up for the Super Eagles, Olusegun Olakunle, based in Russia currently, plays for the champions of Russia, Krasnodar. They just won the Russian Premier League by 1 point over Zenit St. Petersburg. So congratulations to him, double, because he gets the league title and he gets his first ever call up to the Super Eagles. This young man is a former under-17 player, was part of the team that went to the 2019 World Cup. He played with Akinkumi Amu. He was the striker of that team. He reminded me of Jamie Vardy, or at least right now you would think Victor Osimhen, but back then I used to call him Nigerian Vardy. Just presses out this world like he's on you. He was running all over the place, and he's always trying to win the ball as a striker. I mean, like I say, right now you would think of Victor Osimhen when you watched him back then. Right now for his club, he is definitely not a mainstay in the starting 11. Out of the 19 matches he's played in the league this season, he started only 4. He has scored 2 goals in the league. Altogether, 3 goals in all competitions in 28 matches. 3 goals in 28 matches in all competitions. Now, the sad part about playing in Russia is that after winning this league title, it's not like you go to the Champions League or anything like that. You just got to come back and do it again. So that's kind of messed up right there. And it's kind of cool that he at least gets this call up right here. Next up, you got Moses Simon of Nantes. And you got to shout out Moses Simon, because he could easily be like, hey, I got personal issues. I got situations I got to go tend to. He's a married man with kids. He could be like, I got to go see my kids. I got to do this. I got to do that. But as a leader on this team, he's making sure that he's going to show up. And I just got to give him a big shout out for that, because a lot of times you always hear people saying, oh, this player likes to pick matches. This player likes to do this. He doesn't like to show up. But when a player does, you just act like it's normal. And I'm not going to act like it's normal. Moses Simon, got to give him a lot of credit, because he really doesn't need to be here. He's going to be in the starting lineup regardless. So you got to give him the credit for at least showing up again. Then you got Victor Boniface, the return of Victor Boniface. Of course, I'm sure he watched the 2 matches, saw what Cyril Dessers did. So the pressure is on as far as every single striker that is not named Victor Osimhen. I think the pressure is on. So you got to put up some kind of performance against Russia, and hopefully that's what he does. Tolu Arokodare came into the game against Jamaica as a sub, had some quality chances that he didn't take advantage of, and I'm pretty sure he would wish he could get those chances back. But let's see how it goes in this matchup right here. If he does get some playing time, which it looks like he will, looking at the squad, I think he definitely will get some playing time in this matchup right here. So hopefully when he does, he takes advantage of it and make it do what it do. But let me know your thoughts on the squad, plus what player are you most looking forward to seeing. Let me know your thoughts, put it in the comment section, and please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.